Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I like this. We like broadcast, so. So, first of all, thank you for inviting me to be here, and congratulations, my sister Luna, on your first public event on authoritarianism that is very, very important for us as Nobel laureate and as women to fight for justice and for freedom and for democracy. And one of the things that's now reflecting what is happening in our countries is this title. Because I remember since 2011 until Trump took the office, I was trying to convince the Western people that the most important issue, the most important problem is the authoritarianism, the dictators. And if we want really to solve the problems inside countries and in the global field, we have to start by facing dictatorship, by stopping the authoritarian regimes from destroying their countries and destroying other countries, and destroying in the result the global peace. So I'm so happy that this is the title of this conference, and I think this will continue because people here in the United States started to suffer from the beginning of the authoritarian regime, the decline of freedom and democracy, the threat that is faced by the people in power that attacking the democracy every day these days. So as a Yemeni that think and believe that the solution came from the people to resist, to raise their voices against tyrannies, against corruption, against dictators. I'm saying that to you people here in the United States, that you have to start your battle for protecting your freedom and your democracy. I came not just something that observable, no. I came from a region that suffered from dictators, from occupation, and from misinformation. So we've been attacked by these three things, and they are targeting us as a civilian, as activists, as journalists, because they know that we are the one who will light the candle for the people. They attack us as a woman because they are afraid from women. Really, they are afraid from women. They attack us as journalists because they are afraid from truth. They didn't attack journalists and kill journalists, whether they are dictators or occupation. That is what is happening in Palestine now and in Gaza, that they killed more than 250 journalists because they want to kill the truth. They don't target them as journalists because they are journalists, no. They want to kill the truth. They want to kill the photo, the voice of people. They want to kill the knowledge of people. And the same thing when they attack any kind of freedom of speech. The dictators in our countries, the military coup, by the way, and the militia. I came from the country that suffered from dictators, from militia coup, Houthi militia coup, and from some kind of occupation by Saudi Emirates. So we have the dictator himself, Ali Abdullah Saleh, and his legitimacy, and the counter-revolution countries like Saudi Emirates and Iran, and the Houthi militia. All of them, when they want to take power, the first thing that they do is attacking expression rights. Is attacking the expression rights because they know that the expression rights is the way, is the most powerful tool that can take them from power. Is the way to spread knowledge. from the dictators, we were able to wage peaceful revolution against them. And because of the will of journalists and the people in the land and the students and the young people inside Palestine, inside Gaza and outside Gaza, today Britain recognized Palestine. This is exactly, so this is when we give the platform for people to speak, to reflect the voices, to say the truth, to shape the narrative. Why they afraid from activists? Why they afraid from journalists? Because they are the one who shape narrative, the real narrative. So now what is our duty as human rights activists, as journalists, as women, as men, as young people, as adult people that really carry that really afraid and worried from the deterioration that is happening now. Today, Maria said in her speech, which is very important, and I talked about it every time, that the dictators are gathering themselves. They are in one camp. They are now more than 75%. They are ruling the world. They are one of the reason is because the misinformation, and Maria will explain that, but also one of other reasons, which is I said is very important, that misinformation is because of the Western governments. And the one who claim that they are democrats, who make a very big alliance with these dictators, and who've been very afraid from other dictators, like Putin, for example, who encouraged Putin to invade Ukraine, for example, or Crimea before. When the international community and the Western government was silenced in front of his crimes in Syria, they give him the green light to do that for Putin. So, and the ignorance of the media, international media, and some of the international NGOs, that they didn't look and search for the truth. They didn't go to the Syrian people, listen to the Syrian people, speaking with them why they really revolt against the Bashar al-Assad. Who is the terrorist? Syrian people or Bashar al-Assad? Who creates ISIS? Only the extremist people? Or there is a hidden international and regional power that support them against the revolutionary people? So seeking for the truth is very important. And this is what you should do here in the United States. And I am warning you, what is happening now, and regardless it is Republican or Democrat, what is happening now is the real attacking against your democracy. You have to protect United States. Because if United States collapse under any kind of authoritarian, because what is happening now, not just stopping which is a very thing that is attacking the expression rights, stopping the comedian or the journalist from running their shows or their programs. You have to refuse that. You have to raise your voices against that. Also, you have to raise your voices against any kind of restriction against students' rights. And here I am in Europe. Students' rights. So as you are, all of you are angry about what's happening against the journalists, we have to be one voice against, because if we really want to defend democracy, the first thing that we have to protect is freedom of expression. And thanks for your founder fathers that they made, the First Amendment. You have to keep on that. But when you talk about freedom of expression, it is not only the right of some people to talk. It's the right of every people to talk.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now, Christina, if you could talk about, the way in which migrants, in particular, in the U.S. are being targeted, also